The general perspective towards women's friendship is always contradictory in the society because they always say 10 women in a place is always noisy. But in today's session, we have 3 beautiful women who are not only shown to the society that they have a lasting friendship, and they have also shown them how you can become a successful entrepreneur. So they are the founder of BeeLittle, and I'm very happy to introduce 3 beautiful women, the owner of BeeLittle. Surya ma'am, Shakthi ma'am and Gayathri ma'am. Pleasure meeting you all, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, could you please give a brief note on yourself?
I'm Surya. I'm a co-founder of BeeLittle. I completed my computer science degree, and we are all friends from the same batch. And we are from the net city of India, Tirupur, and that's where our journey started.
I'm Shakthi. I did my Masters in Business Administration, and I'm from Tirupur as well, the next city of India. And we like the co-founders of BeeLittle. We started this in 2015, and it's just going on.
Great. Nice one.
I'm Gayathri, mom of 2. Did my fashion technology, and so we are all from the same place, Tirupur.
That's really nice to see your friendship and the bond, ma'am. Despite you have different degrees of your respective background, how did you end up to become an entrepreneur?
It was actually a good thing that we are all from different degrees. Like we had, if not at least expertise, we had knowledge about different things that are important for a business. Like in this part of the world, like computer science is something you really need to run a business to develop it to the next level. So our knowledge in all that was very helpful. We had luckily we had a partner from fashion technology, and that's when
initially when we had to start BeeLittle, initially it was like very helpful actually to know about the measurements and how to take the measurements and all, and it was really to know about the different textures of the fabrics and all. It was really helpful.
So from different background, but still ended up with the right tone, yes. So which you could able to bring up such a beautiful way. That's really amazing, ma'am. Could you please tell us about your friendship? Where got it started?
Yeah, it all started in our college, like where we met each other, and we were from different batches, but we stayed in the same hostel. That's where like we were all roommates, and that's how it started. And even after college, we made sure we were still in touch with each other. And the main reason that we would say will be like, first to start BeeLittle, we just needed a reason needed a reason to stay at home that I'm going to meet my friends.
We didn't actually have a big vision of starting up a brand and to start up something like big and all. We just wanted a reason to meet each other day to day, and that's all. We started something.
We would say like it's not all 3 of us that keeping BeeLittle together. It's BeeLittle that's keeping us together. So that's actually very special to us.
You people are standing as an epitome of female friendship, particularly after the marriage.
Yes. Really, yeah. We don't now. Right now, we don't even remember how many years since we knew each other. Like it's like we all grew up together, and yeah, it's like family right now.
Amazing. Really great to know about that, ma'am. Tell me, where did you get the inspiration to start BeeLittle?
Initially, when we had kids and all, we used to search for the products. Like we used to, if somebody is coming from the US, we'll be like, please, I want this, please get everything from there. And we'll be searching in different countries and elsewhere. Like we'll not find it here, and we'll be customizing each and everything that we want for our kids. So we thought when we wanted to start something, so we waited so much things to find even the basic essentials like toddler and everything. So we thought, why don't we do that in something which is very pure and very safe for the babies, and it was like hard to find in the market.
So when we bought something from abroad, like anywhere from US or UK or something, we buy a towel or might be a clothing or something. When we look into the tag, it says made in India. So, but in India we don't find these products. When we deep dive into it, we see that the product is somewhere made in Tirupur, but we don't have access to those products. So we just thought, why not we
give that products to our customers.
Give the products to our customers. So everything is made in India and all that, but we don't get the access, and it's not available in Indian market. So that's when we thought we should do something that can be used for our children, and then that got spread.
That's really.
We started searching, actually we had the same products that we used for our kids, and we started searching the market, where do we find the same quality, and how, like luckily we found the supplier who can give us the same quality.
So we matched the quality with that of the US, and we started providing goods for the babies like that.
So you should have done a little research or a study about it, isn't it?
Definitely a lot of research.
A lot of research.
Everything we took the trial on our children, and we won't use something which is we won't compromise on the quality that we use for our children. So what we sell here, we definitely see that a children like ours is going to be using that. So we definitely have that responsibility.
Great, ma'am. So what are the primary difficulties that you have come across when you're starting your journey?
We had so much actually to mention.
Since we were all women, you know how the society sees women. So it was even difficult for us to go into the market, you know, search for items. We cannot be out of our house after 6:30. Everything, like we had kids, we had our family. It's totally different when how the society sees a man and a woman doing business. For a man, everything is like, okay, when he does a business, he can do anything for it. But for women, it was totally difficult. It was like to even go out and get stuffs. It was difficult. That's how it started. Actually, we had curfews, we had time schedules in which we can go travel and all that. Like we managed so many difficulties like that, and
how we managed to like take things forward with that restrictions too.
Firstly,
the earlier stages.
Firstly, it was harder for me to tell in the family that I'm going to do something like this. So initially, it was like even if I can come out for an hour or two to do something, it was a big task, and I had to come back before the kids coming back from the school, and we had all the constraints and all.
Despite we are living in the 21st century, but still there is a clutches to hold back all the women who wants to achieve something in their life, isn't it?
Definitely. But that's the actually I would say that's the special part about being a woman entrepreneur. Managing both family and business, and not compromising on both those. So that's actually a special thing for women.
Very true. Ma'am, how is your product is different from the other products that is available in the market?
Yeah.
Since we had try on our own kids, so we were very particular about it shouldn't have any rashes on the baby, so it should be very soft. We first see the hand feel, it should be very soft on the baby skin, because baby skin is very delicate, so we cannot take any risk on the baby skin. So we were like, we should go to source. From the source we wanted to give the best thing, so we source organic cotton, and the hand feel should be very soft and super like easy for the baby to wear. So we choose the softest cotton fabrics for the babies. So we stick on to the traditional properties as well. So when we go back to 20 years or 30 years back, everybody will use the grandma's sarees for the babies, and the old used cotton sheets and all for the babies. So we wanted to bring in that concept again. So that's why we had our toddlers, julas for the babies in the pure cotton fabric. So it was easy for the babies to also adopt. Initially we had many reviews like the baby is sleeping for hours together in a toddler, and it's like it's very happy to hear it from the mothers. In the initial stage, even the mothers will be like very depressed that baby is crying, and when we get the reviews like this, and it will be like we've achieved something great in life. It will be like so nice to get the reviews actually.
So your product is a combination of a motherhood, the usual tradition that we have been forgetting, but still you're implementing the tradition that we have been.
Definitely.
And you're making it into a modernized way.
Where like we also tend to like cute prints and all that.
Colors.
So we try to incorporate both together and keep the product.
We started with a baby bed, which doesn't have a polyfill foam. So or the polyfill it will generate heat for sure. So when we went back to the tradition, it was like all the cotton sarees and things. So we made the cotton bed with cotton sheets, so which doesn't generate any heat for the babies.
So the tenderness of the baby skin is always been cherished, isn't it? So what type of cloth should we really have to use it on the kids, ma'am?
So definitely anything that is not natural is not good for your baby, because right from the mother's womb, the next thing that that is touching a baby's skin is some clothing that we are using, clothing or towel that we are using. So anything that is not natural is not good for the babies. That's what we feel like. Even from the recron, I mean the stuffing inside a bed or a towel or a clothing or anything, that we see to it that it is 100% cotton. Cotton is something natural, so it suits better. So it has properties to keep the baby warmer on a colder day, and it also has the tendency to balance the temperature. So that's why we use cotton primarily. So definitely polyester or any other material, it's definitely not good for a newborn baby.
Yeah, very intriguing answer. Ma'am, do you see this business as a product? Because kids' clothing are really high in price, but you are not compromising on your quality either. So how do you actually bring up a profit from this?
We see our business as a baby.
Yeah, we usually call it as a baby. So BeeLittle is our baby, so where we like
we don't compromise on the quality anyway.
And whatever we give to BeeLittle is like our fullest. So we cannot compromise what we are giving to a baby. So BeeLittle is like our kid. So we are not.
So that's, but sometimes we get comments that why this much for this towel or something. We say when you see the quality and the standards we actually put in on the product, the price that we are selling is really
reasonable.
Yeah, that's why we are not able to like resell. Sell it through a distributor or anything, because the margins are very low, and that's why we just want the products to go to reach the maximum number of people. We are compromising on the profits. That's the real thing.
Still, you're getting a profit.
Yeah, we are getting a profit. Definitely, we can't run a business or anything without profits. But
the quality matches the price.
For the quality that we are giving, the price we are actually quoting is very
We still have reviews like they are using our towels for like 4 to 5 years down the lane, and it's still the same.
The quality remains the same even after n number of washes.
I mean, you were talking about the quality. The first thing that I saw when entering into your shop is the coloring. It's not so much bright, because mostly people tend to give generalized ideology towards the coloring, and they give a kind of a pattern that this color is for guys, this color is for, like for girls. So you're not doing such thing. I can't find anything like that.
Yeah.
So what's so special about the color or the choice of color that you induce when it comes to the clothing?
Yeah, as I said, like white is the color that best suits for the babies, because it is warmer. Like we do not include much of dyes and all that. So it's better that you keep the products in a light color, because any dark color that is not coming from a natural ingredient. So we keep the colors light and with minimal prints, because that suits better for the newborn. When you dye it with a higher tone of color, then the texture also becomes hard. So it is definitely not suitable.
And before making each and every print or each and every product, we see to that if it is like will I use it for my son or daughter. So there will be no compromise actually. So before each and every print we design actually we sit and work on the prints. If we like that print, if we like the color, and we like the mostly we'll use the subtle colors, and we don't want it to be so bright on the baby. And we also go for gender neutral styles, like we make same shirt and frock in the same fabric, and so.
Beautiful thought that you're bringing here, a neutral color.
Yes.
Don't just generalize the colors.
We should talk about the gender neutral thing very much, because these days they are stereotyping things like girls should like pink, boys should like blue, or we don't see any boy wearing pink or anything, because that's just like typical stereotyping. So we don't want to do that, and we want the parents also to come out of it, definitely.
Ma'am, do you do customizing product? Ma'am, do you do customizing a product for your?
Yeah, we do. Like we were doing customized products, as in we used to personalize the names on the quills and all that. And also we make sure that we get the reviews from our customers on several products, and we make sure we do it on the product. If the customer says you can develop a product like this. Like we would take it as a input, and we make sure that we get that product done.
Initially we had clothing only till 6 months and like that. And when our customers, like when the kids grew up to the next months, and they were like, please make the jablas for them. Because the kid was very used to your jablas and he was very comfortable in that.
So why don't you bring the next size in that? So we make sure, okay, the customer's needs are fulfilled that way.
Yeah, earlier we started with around 2 to 3 products. Right now we have around 2,500 to 3,000 SKUs we have. So all those products, half of the products were like we have taken the customers' feedbacks as a suggestion, and we have developed a product for the customers' needs. So when we found it, it was very interesting, and then we thought it might be useful for other customers too. So we just launched a few products on that thing also.
That's really a very big step, isn't it, ma'am? Getting the suggestion from the people and still implementing it in the way. Really great. Ma'am, where all do you have the branches?
So right now we have our main branch, the head office in Tirupur, and the next store in Coimbatore. So we are looking forward to expand fast all over Tamil Nadu.
That's really great to know. Ma'am, when it comes to the discussion, you're putting a discussion on a plate, and there will be differences of opinion, isn't it? How do you actually manage that?
Yeah, definitely we have a lot of difference of opinion.
So everybody will be like you, since you three are friends, you will not have any difference of opinion. You will just go like, and
But
also
it's not that way actually. We do have difference of opinion in everything actually. But when it comes to a design or something, that's like we sit and bring our own designs, and we have a discussion on which will go faster and which will be the customer's preference. According to that, we'll change our mind actually.
we'll go with the majority.
Or
As we are three, and
luckily
we'll go with
three of us, we'll go with the majority most of the time. And there are a few times where we stick to the if a person suggests something very confidently and
Very
with a
strongly,
soulfully. Okay, we go by the gut also. Like 2 people might be opposing, but 1 person will be very confident and very strong in that. We go by that, and a lot of time it has worked. So that's also there. So it's all instinctive decisions.
so hand-on-hand suggestion,
Yes.
getting a success. That's really amazing to know. Ma'am, when it comes to the pattern and designing, okay, who puts the first step to do it?
Mostly the designing part is done by Surya. So we'll be giving the inputs like how do we want this,
The
and what the
colours.
colors and everything. We'll give
So
the inputs.
design in the sense, the print and all that I will be mostly involved. Other than that, the patterns and measurements and all that, they both take care of that, because being a fashion technologist, she has better knowledge about that.
Really great. That's a reason different department, but still just like amazing in workout, isn't it? Now, when you proposing your product to someone else, did you have any difficulty in making them understand? Because you need to compare your product with another product, and then you have to talk. You should not harm them either. So, did you have any such difficulties?
Definitely, we had like people might come and ask why this much for this or that and all that. We
But when
only
we
talk
talk-
about the positive of our product. We just say about the quality and the idea behind the whole product. Definitely, a lot of people have convinced me. We just suggest them to buy and use that, and definitely a lot of times we've got positive reviews.
Yeah, when we try to explain them the whole process of making that particular product, they completely understand how it comes and how it is made. So the customer is happy buying that.
Customer satisfaction is always high.
Definitely. That too, when we go out for stalls and all that, we meet a lot of parents. That's where we can meet hundreds of people on the same day. They come back to us, they make sure they meet us, and they say their feedbacks. and
Actually, the reviews kept us going.
yeah.
So whenever we see somebody in a random crowd, we see some baby wearing BeeLittle shirt or BeeLittle frock, we feel like we have achieved something great.
It's always like when we are on a low day or something, when we get a sudden review telling this is the best product that I've used for my kid, and that will make our day actually.
Good to know, ma'am. When you were talking about the review, you have got 4.9 stars out of 5. How do you see that?
So
Where did we miss that point?
It's always that 0.1% that we didn't get, no?
he takes things very seriously when it comes to customer feedbacks. When a customer says something is not right or something, if they don't like it, we try to resolve the issue as
earlier as possible, and also we try to make the customer satisfied at some point. If they say that product is not working, we definitely consider that opinion very seriously and see if it is definitely what is wrong with that, and try to resolve it as soon as possible.
Even if we get 100 positive reviews and one customer is not satisfied with the product or something, we take it very seriously and work on it first. So we try to solve it immediately. So we want our customers to be satisfied and happy.
Your perseverance and consistency, I can able to see it. You initially said that you had a lot of difficulties to start up it. How did you manage to get your family support? How did you convince them?
Again, the reviews and feedbacks. When the people, like when since we are in Tirupur, it's kind of a close community where people will know each other and everything. And when they come and tell our family members, like your daughter or your daughter-in-law is doing a great job, and we used it for our kids, and it is like really nice, and that's how the family members were like, okay, they are actually doing something, and let them go.
We didn't involve much of convincing and all that. They just
got to know the things through other people,
not
us. So they were all convinced.
Earlier they didn't take us seriously. They were just thinking like they're just hanging out with each other. But when things went on well and they got feedbacks from others, they really felt very happy, and from then we got
a strong, stern support from them. What's the one negative comment that always prick you when it comes to this field?
Not actually negative comment. Initially, when we were a startup, we were not able to source the materials in bulk and everything. So we had an incident like when we went to a manufacturer and we were like, we wanted this kind of stuff. And they also didn't take us seriously, and here they were like, we cannot make such small quantities for you. Like not everybody will be so helpful and everything. We also had this negative side and positive side, and the particular manufacturer.
Seen a lot of rejections. They didn't the vendors also didn't take us
seriously, and they were like, I don't think you can make this. Like, how can you 3 girls do this? And they were like, we cannot make such small quantities, and we like see you next time and all. And we were like, okay, that was the greatest rejection that we faced actually.
We were not even given a seat to sit. Like they didn't even treat us properly. Like okay, no, we can't see you, we can't make it. Like
maybe they would have felt us playful or something. So again, luckily we found somebody else and who can make it for us. And
after some years, the same manufacturer came to us asking if I can get orders from you.
And they made it for us.
So it was like something very
very personal, very emotional.
So starting a BeeLittle, it's not a piece of cake.
Yeah,
no, not right, definitely.
But having a company like this, it's anything is possible in the world. That's what it is.
Very true. Ma'am, what is the significance of having BeeLittle?
So we just like we started BeeLittle as a little college girls, and we wouldn't say we were that playful and all, but still we didn't take life that seriously. We just wanted that to be with everybody. Like always stay little. Do not take
life so seriously.
And
be little always and be happy
little always. Yeah, that's what we wanted to say, and that's what we have it within us.
For the future blooming women entrepreneurs, what would you like to suggest them?
Definitely, it's not going to be easy, but
consistency is really important. And
if your heart says you can go for it, then just go for it.
Yeah.
And good companionship as well.
Definitely good companionship. Do not join with anybody just for a partnership or anything.
Just for the sake of doing something. I wanted to do this, so I'm just going to join with somebody else. And I don't think it will work.
So find the right person. It's just like a life partner. So so find the right person and give your soul into it. Definitely we will get there.
Being a woman, how do you feel, ma'am, in this field?
We faced a lot of challenges, as I said. Like it's the main thing is balancing family and
business. That was really a task actually.
Even now it's kind of a task to manage family and business both together.
And since we have somebody to back up us always, so when I take a break from the work and they take my work, and so it's like that.
Since we are 3 of us, it's easy for us.
If you'd like to define your friendship in one word, what would you say?
We would say BeeLittle.
Since it is your baby,
Yes.
a common baby of all three of you people. You three people are standing as a pillar for the BeeLittle, isn't it? So in which way you are actually helping the society?
To the society, we would say like the backbone of society we see as women are the backbone of the society. When you take the team of BeeLittle, it's 95%
Women working in BeeLittle. So initially when we had to work and we had a problem of who will take care of me kids. When I want to go somewhere, when I want to work, who will. So now when our staffs are coming to the office, they are allowed to take the kids along with them to work. So they bring the kids. They go to school. Few kids go to school, and few are very small. And they cannot go to work without they cannot leave them with anybody anymore. So they can bring the kids to work. And
there are a lot of time restrictions also when women go to work. So few they can only stay till 4:30 until the child comes back home. Few can stay only till 6:30. But we support
all the time schedules actually.
Yeah,
There
we are
are even
flexible.
people who there are even staffs who bring their kids to the office,
And one staff leaves at 4:30, another at 6:30, and
We have all freedom.
There is a lot of mess. There is a lot of constraints and everything. But still, that this work is very important for a woman. I see any work, not only this work. Working woman has a lot of significance in that work. So than men, the money that she earns, that the time she spends outside, the independence that she gains, that we see as very much important. That also gives us a lot of satisfaction in this. So.
There's one stereotypical idea is that when you have a man, the work is done at very small time, but when you give it to a woman, it stretches long because they are lacking in the man working part.
Mainly, I won't say efficiency. I would say the time that a man can stay. Any man can come to the office at sharp at 9:30 and leave at 8:30. But women, they have lot of constraints. They have to finish their work. They come sometimes late. They sometimes leave early. That everything is there. Lot of unannounced leaves they take. But still, we understand the importance behind that. Like they would not do this just for a joke or anything. So they might have some.
we see them we see everything as a team, and we have nobody is working with nobody should work with the stress. We want a stress-free work environment, so they can listen to music and they can just work however they want, but the work should be done for them. That's what we do.
Good to know about that. So if you would like to give a message to the women, what would you like to say?
A woman is no way less than anybody in this world. So do what your heart says. Put your 100% into it. Give your 100%. Put your soul into it. You will be there.
So by listening to these people, I feel like so much enthusiastic and energetic, and I think that even I would, and the people who are watching it, they would also cherish their friendship which they have been having all this time. And for sure, if you have persistence and consistency from the word that they have said, you can achieve in your life.